And welcome to another California Guy video with your boy California Guy. What's up everybody and welcome to this all new video. This video is going to be entitled Candace Owens in the face of the new black conservative movement. Now, as of late, I've been seeing black conservatives, a new wave of black conservatives in the last year. And the numbers is astounding. I've been on black social media, black YouTube, Twitter, and I've been seeing a number of African American conservatives. And I've also seen conscience and pro-black people such as Dr. Boyce Watkins and even Tariq Nasheed, the Chad Factor, Afro City, all these different groups, they're black conservatives. And when they do shows and videos, they push a black conservative narrative, such as Candace Owens. Now, I don't really know who this woman is. I've seen her on the last couple of months on television. She's a alt-right member. She's apparently a horror right-winger. She's been on different shows. She's always, I guess she's Trump's puppet piece, by the way, because she's, excuse me, she's pushed a Trump narrative. And she's always talking about black people and the liberals. She's always repeating stuff that she hears from Fox News and Tea Party members about, African Americans and liberals. Because that's what they really mean, by the way. That's code word for black people. So let's not be fooled. When they say liberals, that means black people. So that means black people who's doing resistance. So when they say that you're supposed to be some little lapdog. And so these blacks, they're pushing a conservative narrative. You have radio shows at the Chad Factor. You have Afro Synergy. You have different individuals who pushes a deep right-wing red state agenda. Now, some of these African Americans will say that they didn't like Bush or they didn't like them, but I think that's false. I think they did like Bush because Bush pushed the same laws just like Donald Trump. It's just the only difference is Donald Trump has a big fucking mouth. These are the same right-wing people that surround him in his administration. But you have black people that's conservative, who is like this woman, Candace Owens. She's a writer. I think she went to Stanford. She dropped out of college. She's gonna be a journalist, and so she's gonna be like a new black, like Laura Ingraham or Ann Coulter. She's pretty crazy to me. She's pretty ding. And I've seen a couple of black conservatives defend her in different videos. They'll say, "Well, that's her opinion and all that." Yeah, it's her opinion. But she doesn't feel that way about liberals. She doesn't say, well, excuse me, that's black liberals' opinion. She's attacked black celebrities. She's attacked different black people such as Maxine Waters because the white conservatives have made Maxine Waters into the boogie woman. So, now it's like open season for her. So these black conservatives, they never could tell you, and these woke people, these conservative woke people, what policies is going to be good for African American people. They can never tell you that. Only thing they can tell you is complaints that they're getting picked on. Now, I don't believe that they get picked on. This is the thing. A black conservative never gets picked on. They have backing. Only person that was ever picked on that was, to me, a black conservative was Jesse Lee Peterson. Jesse Lee Peterson was picked on. I'm not going to lie. He was picked on. But I've not really seen a black conservative really get picked on like that. So, actually, they're the ones that do the picking. They're the ones that's always playing the victim all the time. And they're running with these narratives. One of the narratives is we need to get off the Democratic plantation. They say to get off the Democratic plantation to join another plantation. I think I said in my previous video. They want you to go from the Democratic Party to the Republican Party, who is controlled by special interests. They're controlled by oil companies and insurance companies and evangelical groups and individuals, and they're beholden to their masters, anti union groups, and all that stuff there. But these blacks are telling you. These blacks are telling you that, such as Candace Owens, Afro Synergy, and Afro Synergy. Very disappointed in Afro Synergy. He is a hardline right winger. I've listened to Afro Synergy on the Chad Factor. Chad Factor is a right wing radio show. These are like the Black Rush Limbaugh shows, and Hannity did his black versions of it. And I'm listening to these black conservative hard right wingers. To these guys are hard right wingers. I mean, and then they try to say they're not right wingers. They're free thinkers, but they're not free thinkers. There's no such thing as a free thinker. They're not free thinkers. Are black hard right wingers hiding behind pro black stuff, like being Pan African. Because again, I used to be a fan of Afro Synergy's radio show, and I'm not saying that black people have to be liberals, because I'm gonna make that be clear. Not saying that African Americans got to all think the same, because we don't. But once you start saying that you're getting picked on, once you start pushing stuff that you knowingly is racist, once you start picking stuff that's knowingly going to hurt your people, your interests, then I have to call bullshit on it. You're pushing a deep right wing agenda. Afro Synergy pursues a deep right wing agenda. He does. In his videos, in his shows, he has pushed conservative movement literally through his shows. He's trying to, he doesn't want the Democrats or liberals winning the midterm election. Why does he not want them to win? Because he knows that they're going to start to investigate Donald Trump. He knows that they're going to put gridlock on Donald Trump. He knows that they're not going to pass no more judges and stop right-wing judges that's going to come in like Brett. And you notice, Afro Synergy, Candace Owens, and these different blacks on YouTube won't tell you guys the truth that Trump and the white conservative movement won on this. They got their judge, Brett Kavanaugh, who is going to be a Supreme Court justice who will pursue a deep right-wing agenda across the United States. Such as, if you're a so-called pro-black, this should alarm you. Once Brett Kavanaugh gets into and he's going to get voted in. Let's just put it this way: he's going to get voted in, because I know Democrats is too stupid to block him. But once he gets in, he's going to give the police powers, extended powers across the United States. He's going to destroy affirmative action. He's going to interfere with a woman's right to choose. These are the things that's going to take place. But mainly, if you're into black African American agenda, discrimination, housing discrimination. Afro Synergy hides behind Latinos as a way to say, because Latinos is here, they're oppressing black people, which is foolish of Afro Synergy to even say anything like that. Just like Candace Owens, she says the same thing. When blacks been oppressed in the United States for decades before there was a surge of Latinos, decades. Why was we oppressed? Because the United States policies that was put in to place since slavery and the end of slavery, and there's proof of that. There's even conservative individuals such as Newt Gingrich who's pointed that out. So if he comes back on that, there's conservative historians that even Republican historians that even point that one out, such as Democrats, they're white. So it was United States policies that kept black people from not achieving wealth and money and anything else in the United States. So let's knock all that off. Let's knock this foolishness off about Latinos and Latinos this and Latinos is keeping black people from achieving wealth. And guess what's going to happen? Once you get rid of the Latinos, then what's going to take place is black people are going to still compete against the other groups, and they're still going to knock black people out of jobs. So is Afro Synergy telling you that you're going to get more money and wealth once they're gone? See, that's why I said that he's pursuing, along with Tariq Nasheed, along with Dr. Boyce Watkins, Candace Owens, all these different individuals, they're pursuing a deep right-wing agenda. They all kind of say the same things, but just in different manners. One is saying it like, they're cool with everybody, because I believe they're all are black conservatives. I think that we're seeing the rise of the new black conservative movement from the Republican National Committee. And then you got these different radio shows that's coming on TV from these African American individuals, and that's their opinion. But let's not be deceptive on being Pan African, pro black, when you push a deep right wing agenda, and your agenda is to push a white man's agenda on top of it all, that's going to benefit them more than you. So that's basically what you get out of these black people who say, "Was walk away from the plantation. I'm tired of the Democrats. My family has put me down," and all this different uh, stuff that's taking place. My family put me down, and my family don't like me, and because I'm a Democrat, and you hear that on the Chat Factor and Saturday Radio and various black YouTubers, and this to me, and then I never hear them talk about policy in their videos. They never talk about policy. They don't talk about stuff that could change, even if it's conservative. They never say what conservative policy can help black people. You never hear that. You hear from me as a liberal. You hear from New Possibilities. You even hear from Mad Head Doctor. But you never hear no practical solutions for these problems. You only hear certain different things, but then you don't hear really no meat. You just hear social stuff about black people, but you're not hearing no actual change when it comes to the money exchange. You hear stuff, and what's his name? Tariq Nasheed is no more than a black Alex Jones to me. He wants to be like Alex Jones. He even defended Alex Jones, so to speak, on his radio show just a couple months ago when Alex Jones was fired from what's that? No, not fired. When he was banned from YouTube, and he's like, we need to not. Tariq was like, I don't like Alex Jones, but we need to be vigilant because they'll start doing us. Man, fuck Alex Jones. He should not be on YouTube. I don't, that's not going to hurt nobody else. Fuck Alex Jones. But when he said that, he showed me he was a secret defender of Alex Jones. I don't give a fuck about Alex Jones. But he wants to be like a black Alex Jones, like he has some sort of so sort of ally with him. So I'm telling you, black conservatism is going to die with white conservatism in a couple of years. They don't know it's going to end anyway when Trump is gone. So once Trump is gone, it's the last stand. And I want to see where these black people go. Peace out.